Hi, for today's video, we will use the feature of Solidworks called drawing. On our previous videos, we've exhibited the capabilities of Solidworks with respect to the parts and to assembly feature. But today, we will try the drawing features. All we need to do is to access this ribbon and click new, then choose drawing and hit OK. And now it will prompt a dialog box that asks us what is the specific dimensions of our sheet. And since on this video we will use a customized template, therefore we will hit browse. And then we will search out for the file name of our customized template. In this case, it is the landscape legal. Then hit OK. Then it will ask us to browse for the part or assembly that we like to have a drawing. In this case, it is the activity 2 that we've done on our previous video. Then we will try to open it. Then we will position this particular box on our sheet. And then if we hover our mouse upwards, then it will project the top view of our figure. And then if we hover our mouse on the right side of our figure, it will project this side view of our figure. And on the other hand, if we hover our mouse on this part of our figure, it will project the isometric view of our figure. Then after that, since those views are the only ones that we need, therefore we can hit check. Now it is seen that our projected views is relatively small as compared to our sheet, therefore we can right click, then hit this arrows and click properties. On our scale, we get the current scale is 1:2, therefore we should change this to 1:1 and hit apply changes. All we need to do now is to reposition our projected views. Then our drawing view is now set. We can now move on dimensioning our views. We can do that by clicking the Smart Dimension. Then just click the line or lines that we want to be or we want to have a dimension. So in that case, this line should have a dimension of 100. So as you can see, our lines or our projected dimensions have a decimal point. Since we don't need those decimals, we can access the sheet properties, go to drawing sheet properties, on dimension, can go to the primary precision and change it to none. Then hit OK. So as you can see, the decimal points in our dimension is now gone. And we can now continue on dimensioning our figure. This one should be 5. So that's this one. This one should be 10. Now we can, of course, this circle should have a radius of, or diameter of 50. Then moving on to our top view. From this line to this center mark should have 15. Same as this and this one. This should be 15. And it should have a diameter of 20. From here to here, it should be 15. So we can just hover this down here. Since we will have another dimension that is 35. This one and this one should be 30. And again, the diameter of this is 50. And for this part, we can now use this center line. We will first draw a center line across this square. And we'll use this as reference on dimensioning our figure. So from this line, and lastly for our top view, this also should be 15 millimeters. So we can now head over to our side view. So the length of this one should be 20. This one should be 30. From the bottom to its very top, it should be 70. But dividing it into 3 parts of this first part should be 50 only. The second one is 10 millimeters, and this last part should also be 10 millimeters. Now this angle, this has a specific angle of inclination, and we will use the chamfer dimension to specify this. We will just click this and this, and just hover your mouse here. This means that this angle of inclination is 45 degrees, and it has a chamfer distance of 10 since we use chamfer to achieve this specific inclination, which in this case is, as I said, is 45 degrees. Now we can exit the dimension. All we need to do is click on this isometric view and change the parent style to shaded with edge. So we will have this kind of view. Then after that we can click the check mark. Now we are done dimensioning our drawing, and might as well we are done on creating the drawing for this specific figure. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. See you next time.